Hi, I'm Jale, welcome to my channel. This is going to be another pick a card reading for what action will they take next. So he or she, depending on whatever your situation is, this will be a love scenario or someone that potentially is a love interest. So what action will they take next, okay? We're going to have three options here. I'll put all the timestamps into the description box. And obviously what I suggest you do now is to pick between one of three of these oracle decks, and then what we'll do with each of the piles we'll clarify with tarot. Okay, so option one will be the Enchanted can't even say it. The Enchanted Lenormand Oracle, that's for option one. Option two is the Sibyl's Oracleum, that's option two. And option three is the Enchanted Map Oracle. Okay, so if you want to sort of sit and have a think which deck you would like to choose, obviously pause the video and take a sort of moment to decide. So option one, the Enchanted Lenormand, can't even say it. Option two, the Sibyl's Oracleum. Okay, and option three is the Enchanted Map. Okay, so as I say, description box will have all the timestamps. And yeah, let's start with pile one. Hi pile one, this is going to be what action will they take next for you. Okay, so we've got the Enchanted Lenormand Oracle here. I'm just going to be shuffling these cards now and showing you what their next action is, and we'll be clarifying with these tarot cards here. And yeah, let's start then. Okay, so pile one, please, Spirit. Pile one, those who picked pile one. This is a timeless reading, by the way. So whenever you are watching this, this will be still valid for pile one. So pile one's person, please. What action will they take next, please, Spirit? Pile one's person. Let's have a look. Oh, this is quite positive. Okay, let's have a look. Let's pull a few more cards out here. Pile one. Okay. Okay, we're going to get one more card and then we'll do pull clarifiers. Okay. Action. Interesting. I'm just sort of getting the general energy. I'm just going to pull one last card and then we'll start clarifying with tarot as well. Okay, let's have a look here. Okay, so immediately I'm seeing some confusion. I feel like they could have lost out in something. They could have felt that by maybe coming towards you, they'd have to leave something or sort of move away from something, because we've got here the number 6 card, which is clouds. Okay. And then we've also got, confirming that here, the mice in the reverse position. Okay. I don't know if you can see that. Immediately, it's like at the present moment, I feel like this person doesn't want to move forward in terms of having a potential loss of some kind. It's like they're trying to weigh up what they would have to lose or what they'd have to sacrifice. I keep hearing the word sacrifice if they were to move towards you. Okay, now we've also got in the second position here the Tower in reverse, okay, alongside the Snake. Okay, so this could be indicative of someone that doesn't want to make a move and have their environment collapse around them, or have a sort of tumultuous kind of outcome. They feel that their immediate environment, either they will lose something or there's something to lose if they were to move forward, or it would be at someone else's expense. Okay, and I'm just hearing they're weighing up the pros and cons at this present moment in time. It's like they want to make sure that whatever this move is the right one for them. I'm hearing that they could also have put their needs or someone else's needs in the back burner, but I'm just having a quick look at this. They're trying to see whether the future is going to bring a positive or negative outcome by whatever this decision is that they would need to make. So I feel like they want to come towards you, but it's like whatever their immediate environment is, it's like they're concerned that there is going to be some significant loss or some significant I mean, it could involve that they're worried about a deception, either with themselves. Maybe they've been kidding themselves that this wasn't going to develop and that there wasn't a significant connection here. It could be that there is a third party involved. There is definitely an air of, if I do this, what will be the loss? Like, is the gain and what is the loss? Okay. Okay, now the interesting part to this is the next two that was card was the Clover, okay, which is extremely lucky, all right? And then we've also got the Diviner, so someone who predicts. Now, this is extremely lucky, okay? So they're either potentially getting readings done, maybe, you know, that you've told them that you're getting readings done and that you're telling them that this is going to be good for you guys. If they haven't already got a reading done, I feel like they probably will try and seek advice or help in terms of an outcome for this, because I feel like they're not quite decided at this point in time. But this two combination cards, the Diviner and this Clover, which is extremely lucky, it talks about prophecy. It talks about something that is potentially fated here. So I feel like, and I'm just hearing there is no escaping. So I feel like if they've been going in circles and they've been putting this situation on the back burner, they are going to have to make a move. Okay, there's absolutely no way that they're going to have to put this on hold on for much longer, because I feel like there's a bit of an impatience either from your side or theirs, and they want to put their best foot forward. Okay, now we've also got here the Tree. Okay, which can indicate very vast growth, but it can indicate fairly slow growth as well. But interestingly, we've also got the Key card here. So it feels like this is a very fated connection where it's almost inevitable that they are going to have to address this, because there is no getting away from it. And it's not in a negative sense. I feel like with the Mice card that was pulled in the reverse, it's like by not making a move, there's a potential for loss, or by not making a move, there's a potential in their current circumstances to become stagnant, where they don't, maybe they're around people or things that they want to be moving away from, but it's like there's something very much, it's like there's definitely a very strong connection here, I feel. I just feel like mentally maybe their head has let them down a little bit, where they're very much in their head and they're not very much, they're not too clear on the path forward. But it shows that there is a turn, because the first two sets of cards were very in that confused energy and that very kind of, there's a very stagnant energy with the first two sets of cards, and the second more sort of indicative of moving in the future, what they're going to be doing. It's very much where there's growth here. There's a potential for something. Okay, so let's just pull some tarot here just to get some more insight into what they're going to be doing next, because obviously I'm interested to see as much as you guys are. Let's have a look. I'm also hearing with this pile that if there's been previous confusion, or there's been like an argument about what you guys are going to do, this is going to get clarified, because again, the first two sets of cards, it's like this could be a situation where there's, you know, you guys are maybe not in direct discussion about this. Maybe you've had a disagreement, but it's like whatever's happening here is they are going to come forward. That's how I'm feeling with this, because again, we've got that. A lot of cards suggest that this is not a stagnant situation. There's growth to this. But what I want to say is it might not be immediate, because again, it's two very clearly defined sets of energies here. With the first two sets of cards and then the latter two, it just feels like there's some way to go before that person might be in a comfortable position to take some action. But let's see what the cards have to say here. Please, for pile number one, what action will they take, please, for pile number one? What's their next direct action that they'll take? They could even ask you, they could even sort of, they might even ask you, where do you see this going? It's like they can't quite see where this would go. Now, it could be that your circumstances are so different that they're not able to see it. But I feel like whenever this clicks into place with them, you'll start seeing more forward movement. But let me just see here what the tarot is going to say about the situation. Pile one, please, Spirit. What action will they take next, please? Pile one, those who pick pile one, please. Yeah, look, we've got the moon here, which is very much that kind of confused energy. Again, it's like I feel like that person probably does need a bit of space where they're trying to clarify. Now, I'm also getting as well that this person could either feel like they've hurt you or you've hurt them, because again, I'm seeing the snake card here. Now, again, if that doesn't resonate, just take what does and leave the rest. This is a general reading. But it's like that. It's like a little dark night of the soul. So I feel like this person probably does need a bit of space in order to get these things out of their system, because the next card I pulled was the Sun card, okay, which is essentially the divine masculine and the divine feminine. So this is two very strong cards here. Again, it ties in place with this divine energy that I'm picking up with the tree and the key, you know, the clover and the prophecy. It's like there's something very fated about this, but let me just see. Here we go. Okay, so again, they might not have advised you of their feelings because we've got the Knight of Cups here. This is someone who does have very strong feelings, but is taking a little, maybe is not expressing them as openly, because again, it's the Knight of Cups. They will do. I feel like they're potentially making a decision to speak their truth, because we've got the King of Swords. Again, this could be water signs, so Scorpio, Pisces, or... Why have I gone blank now, Spirit? So it could be probably a Scorpio, Pisces, or an air sign. So Aries, Aries? I want to keep saying Aries for some reason. So it could be an Aries, Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. Okay. Now, interestingly, we've also pulled the Four of Pentacles here. So again, there's a bit of a stubborn energy. They don't want to let go of something. And then we've got the Magician. Okay. So are they trying to get you to see their point of view with something? It could be that they're going to approach you for you to sort of understand their point of view with something. There's also something they don't want to let go. Is it like they're just this bachelor that they're just someone that wants to stay in their, you know, having their bachelor single days? Because it feels I'm hearing they want their freedom. I'm hearing they want their freedom. So it could be that they are equating a connection, a deep and meaningful connection, with the potential for, you know, locking them up and throwing away the key. Maybe they've had experiences before in their past that made them feel that they were equating a relationship to that. But let's just see an outcome here. What's the outcome for pile 1? What is the next action they'll take, please? What is the next action that pile number 1 person will take? What is the next direct action? I'm hearing you will hear from them. Okay, so if you're not in communication, I'm hearing you will hear from them. But pile 1's outcome, please. What is the next direct action that they will take, please? I get, again, this is a commitment. I feel like that this is going to lead into a commitment. Let's see, what is the next action pile 1's person will take, please, Spirit? Yeah, perfect. Wow, guys. Okay, so this is very strong energy. So we've got the Ace of Cups here, which is a love offering, okay, which coincides with the Knight of Cups. We've also got the Four of Wands, which is essentially the divine partnership card. Okay, this could also be a very, very strong, significant commitment. But coming out with that also was the Two of Cups. So this is going somewhere, but this person just needs to get their head around the fact that this is a significant connection. Maybe they weren't ready for it, but they just need to get their mindset in check. But that you will be getting contact. They are going to admit at some point that they do have these feelings, but there just needs to be some patience, because again, it's like I'm hearing, it's like that they don't want to be rushed into something, because it's like they feel uneasy about that. Maybe they feel like this, because this is going to be a significant connection, that this is going to be the last time they're single. So give them a bit of time. It is going to happen. They are going to make contact, but I feel like they do need their space at the moment. Okay, guys, so hopefully that's been of some assistance for you guys. If there's any suggestions you have for pick a card readings, please do let me know in the comment section. If you need to get in hold of me, my email address and information is in the description box as well. Hopefully that's been of some assistance. Thank you so much for all your likes on the videos and subscriptions. It is massively appreciated. Have a wonderful day, evening, wherever you are, and take care, guys. Bye. Hi, pile 2. This is going to be your pick a card reading. What action are they going to take next? Okay, so let's see. This is a timeless reading, by the way, so whenever you are clicking on this video, this will still be valid for when you watch it. Okay, so for pile 2's person, please, what action Okay, interesting. What action will pile two's person take next, please, Spirit? The texture of these cards, these are new cards, are going right the way through me. Oh, my teeth are... These are new cards. These are... absolutely love these cards. Sybil's Oraculum. It's based on the black doves of Africa, so very much Mediterranean kind of symbolism and energy, which is obviously half of my heritage. But the texture of these cards are going right the way through me. So immediately what I want to say is this person might have extraordinarily annoyed you at some point, because it's like my teeth are going weird here at this point. You know, and it's like nails down a chalkboard or something. The texture of these cards are like... But hang on, let me just... Wowza, for empaths. I mean, look, don't get me wrong, these cards are beautiful, but wow, this person could have really annoyed you. I just want to keep saying that as well. I feel like someone's annoyed. I'm even feeling it now. Someone's been rubbed up the wrong way here. Okay, yeah, heck yeah. Heck yeah, someone's really been rubbed up the wrong way, and these cards are like, oh, goodness me. Bit of an awkward pile, this one, isn't it? If you've been in a situation with this person, you felt like you've been going in circles, or there's a bit of awkwardness to it, then I feel you. Pile 2, please. What is the next action pile 2's person will be taking? I'm trying not to reflect on the feeling that these cards have, but the back of my neck hairs are standing on the back of my neck. Action. What action will pile 2's person? This is... Oh my goodness, guys. What action will pile 2's person be taking, please, Spirit? Okay, right. Okay, so immediately I feel like there's been a fallout. That's the first thing I want to say, okay? They might not have been expressing their true feelings. Now, interestingly, we've got disguise. Okay, so someone hasn't maybe been as honest as they needed to be. It could be that they're stepping forward and are not quite being as forthright or honest, because we've also got abandonment. Okay, this can typically be the walking away card. So maybe that's the current position you're in. If it's not the current position you're in, let's have a look at the further cards. But, you know, I don't want to sort of sit there and... Maybe you're in a position where you're actually debating whether to walk away from this. Okay, now it's interesting because we've now got... The next 2 cards here is wisdom and aggression, okay? And it's like I feel like if you could have either learned something recently about this situation, or you could have learned something about yourself, which again is really not sitting well with you. And I keep thinking about the texture of those cards when I'm shuffling them, and I actually want to scream, if I'm totally honest with you. I'm going to just be real with you here. Guys, I feel for you, whoever is dealing with this pile, because I feel like this is extraordinarily frustrating for you. Because, as I say, the hairs on the back of my neck are still on end from shuffling those cards. Now, I'll be honest with you, I don't think I've ever... Okay, I've got to stop thinking about those cards being shuffled, because it's making me, again, my teeth go weird. So the back of the deck, it says initiative. Have you learned something recently where you are now questioning everything with this, okay? Now, I feel like this person's going to step forward, but I don't know how honest they're going to be. We'll clarify that with the cards in a minute. Now, it's interesting. Now, in the next position, we've got here nurturing and avarice, okay? So I feel like their other kind of movement towards you will be, they might assume that you understand their position. They might ask you to, or project onto you something that they feel is really important for them, but it kind of is against either what you need or what you want to do. But there is some kind of rubbing people up the wrong way here, because I feel like they're going to want to get close to you, but it's going to be a little bit on their terms. I'm not going to lie about this. Again, with the aggression and wisdom card, it's like I feel like they're kind of not... There's an air of selfishness. That's how I want to say it. It's like they want to put their sort of energy towards you and what they want, but I don't know how much they're considering you. That's how I want to say it here. It's like abandonment and disguise. It's like they're leaving out maybe essentially what you need in terms of how to get what they need. All right. Now with the last 2 cards, we've got prioritizing and gradual process. So essentially they might align a little bit more in terms of obviously taking your needs into consideration, but it just feels, I just want to say, an uphill battle here. But let's pull some more tarot and let's have a quick look. So again, I feel like you're going to have conversations with this pile, with this person. And it's like, again, they might be very vocal about what it is they need or what they want, but is it in your best interests? Very Emperor energy, okay? So again, a little bit controlling energy I'm getting here. Not really taking your needs into sort of consideration, essentially, maybe a little bit outweighed into their favour. So if they aren't displaying this characteristic at the moment, I would say look out for that, because this energy is coming through very strongly. And honestly, one sec, cards are going everywhere. And honestly, it's a little bit frustrating for me, because it just has that energy of, yeah, it kind of has that energy of they're not really looking at the bigger picture for you. It's like more for them. Which way is this, Spirit? Right. We've also got a little bit of the Hanged Man here. Okay, so this is kind of talking about if this has actually happened at the moment, then there's a bit of a stalemate situation going on here. So I kind of want to say that this person, if you're already seeing this behaviour, they're not going to change. They're going to stand their ground. But let's get some outcomes, please. Pile 2 outcomes, please. What are they going to do next? Yeah, they're going to be very vocal about what it is they want. So again, if you haven't seen that behaviour, that kind of energy from them, then you're going to get to see it. Again, it's like that, I'm going to be honest with you, it feels like either you haven't put your needs up for discussion before, and so this is maybe coming as a surprise and they're wanting to sort of assert their energy. Yeah, look, we've got movement, choices and decisions. I'm very much hearing this is possibly down to you to decide whether it is you want this kind of energy around you, because this person's not going to change. Like, I mean, look, in answer to your question, if you're not in communication, you are going to have communication with this person. Like, this is very clear from the cards, but I don't know if it's going to be the communication you want. I feel like this person's, I'm just hearing, is not going to back down. So again, if there's been an argument, if there's been anything where you have, you know, tried to put your voice across, I feel like they're going to stand strong with this. But if you haven't, I would suggest you do it, because it is probably going to be that when you do kind of assert your energy in this situation, you're going to have a bit more of a clear understanding as to where they're coming from. Now, interestingly, we're seeing the sacrifice card being pulled again, okay? So that is now the second kind, the sacrifice card, which is the Hanged Man card in the Psychic Tarot deck by John Holland. Now, interestingly, a card has just flown off from this other deck, which is the mystery card, okay? Now, I kind of feel from this that there is very much this person's a little bit mysterious, and I feel like they kind of want that in that way. I feel like they kind of maybe enjoy not being understood, because for them it means that they can kind of keep a wall up, if I'm totally honest with you. You have to kind of look at this point and see, yeah, look, you kind of have to think at this point and see whether it is something that you would want, okay? Now, I feel like there is a potential for a new beginning with this person, okay? So again, if there's been an argument, it feels like you're going to need to have a lot more of a deeper discussion with this situation, because there is essentially a potential disconnect, confusion. They're just saying animosity. I'm just hearing the word animosity. So maybe you have had an argument, but it's like there needs to be more discussion before this can take place. And what I would suggest you do is allow them to come forward, because they are going to want to very much take the lead. So if you haven't heard from them, they will be coming forward, and I'm hearing very quickly. So again, whenever you watch this video, they're probably going to be coming forward at some point extraordinarily quickly, and I'm just hearing the number 3. Okay, and again, interestingly, the sacrifice cards does also add up to the number 3. 1 and 2 equals 3. So let's just see. Any last outcomes information, please, for pile 2, Spirit? Okay, there is a potential here with this, but as I say, just give it time and make sure you're having a lot of deeper discussions. This is the Triumph card. Okay, very positive energy. This feels very much like, I want to say the 7 of Wands. I feel like this is the 7 of Wands. Let me just have a look. No, that's not the 7 of Wands. 1 second here, let me get some more insight for you guys. It could be okay, it's actually the Chariot. Okay, so again, this is indicative of fairly fast movement. Now, bearing in mind, the Chariot can be someone rushing directly past you towards something else, but it can also mean something that is very fast moving. Can you clarify the Triumph, please? The Triumph card, please, Spirit. What is the Triumph card, please? So it's a major arcana, which is, again, you've now had 3 major arcanas, and I'm just hearing stalemate with this, so... Okay, so again, this is definitely, there's more to come here. So, okay, so we've got the Empress card here. So now we've pulled a counterpart situation. So we've got Empress and Emperor. Okay, we've got the base chakra. So there's a security need here that is not being adhered to. So maybe one of you or both of you feels that there is a part of this that is not secure. It could be that they need to rebalance their sort of base chakra, but it could be to do with finances, money, something practical that they're concerned about, which is essentially why this is taking place. But we've also pulled the Star card, which is hope. So this outcome, this potential here, this can move forward, but I feel like there's a lot more discussion that's needed. So in answer to the question, what is their next move, they're going to communicate a little bit more of their truth, but they just watch for any kind of aggression or someone projecting a lot towards you and not really willing to listen. So just maybe take into consideration that they might want to come forward in a very direct manner, because obviously the Emperor is Aries energy, which is very dynamic energy, very, very kind of direct, forthright, very kind of blunt, can be a little bit blunt energy. And I'm feeling like that with the cards that were rubbing together. Now, I'll be honest with you, I've never felt like that before, but it just felt like someone was grinding their teeth next to my ear. Just make sure you're centered when this person's talking to you, because they are going to come forward fairly quickly, guys. But there is potential for this. Just watch that you are able to communicate your needs, because as I say, this can develop into something. Hopefully this has been of some assistance to you. As I say, if you do want to leave a suggestion as to what's the next pick a card reading is, by all means, I'm all ears. Thank you so much for all your likes and subscriptions. It is massively appreciated. If you do need to get in contact with me, information is in the description box. Have a wonderful day, evening, night, morning, wherever you are, and take good care of yourselves. Bye. Hi, pile 3, this is going to be your pick a card reading for what action will they take next. Okay, so we're just going to obviously pull some of these Enchanted Map Oracle cards, and then we'll pull some tarot to confirm the information, get some more depth. Okay, so Spirit, this is a timeless reading, by the way, so whenever you are watching this video, the information will be valid. Obviously, this is a general reading as well, so take what resonates and leave the rest. Wow, I've just cleansed these decks, but interesting. Okay, so what action will they take next, please, Spirit, for pile 3? What action will pile 3 take next? Okay, I'm being told that no, I'm not allowed to take these cards. Okay, pile 3. What action will pile 3's person please take next towards them? What action will pile 3's person take next, please? Ooh. Interesting. What action will pile 3's person? Have a look. I'm just trying to get a feel for this energy. Whoever this is, I feel like they're not a great talker. What action will pile 3's person take next? They leave things to the last minute. They don't like discussing things because again, I'm just hearing it messes with their head. So again, it could have been that they've been around people that have confused them. Could be previous relationships or could be current relationships. What action will pile 3's person take next, please? Yeah. Just going to get 3 more cards and then we'll pull for some clarifiers and sort of go through what I'm getting here for pile 3. Okay, one sec, guys. It's just disappeared under the table, so that's always good. Okay, interesting. They're very, whoever this is does like to be alone. They really like to be alone. It's like they're having to kind of make sure. that if they go forward with this, that they are not going to back down, I'm hearing. So again, it's like they could have taken their sweet time. I don't know why I want to say this, but they could have taken their sweet time. Never say anything like that, but it's the way my guides want me to say it. Maybe you've said when they're taking their sweet time. I don't know. What action will they take, please? Pile 3's person. I'm just hearing all change. Things are about to get switched up. So if they haven't been talking, they are going to talk, okay? If they haven't been coming forward, they are going to come forward. I feel like if this hasn't been going on for a long time, or if you haven't known this person for a long time, this is a very, very sweet connection. Whoa. Other way. Other way. Keep these, okay. I feel like they've been very hurt. This person's been very hurt in the past, all right? Now, what action will they take? Okay, so they're currently deciding what they're doing, okay? We've got the magical map shifter here. This is someone who is weighing up options and essentially establishing what their needs are. Again, we've got the bone connector that is collector that is essentially above that, which is clarifying that. So it's like they're trying to remove things in their lives that doesn't serve them in order to bring in what it is they do want. But the problem with it is here is because this person in the map shifter is blindfolded, they're trying to essentially establish what it is they do want, because it's like maybe they haven't been in this position before, maybe they haven't had this stronger kind of connection before, and that they're really trying to make a good decision because at the moment they're confused, right? Now we've also got protecting treasure and one ring circus, which does kind of essentially confirmed here that this is you are the only one thing they're deciding. But in terms of the decision-making process that they're going through, it could be that they're having to decide about work, they're having to decide about money, they're having to decide about the practical elements, they're having to decide about family, they're having to decide about any one of the other millions of things that could be going on around them. But in terms of love, there is only a one ring circus here. There's only a one person for that person, and the protecting treasure is showing me that they hold you very dear to them. Okay, so it's not like they have ruled you out and then they don't care and anything like that. This person's trying to plan, strategize and understand what is going on here and in terms of where your connection can go. All right, the reason I'm saying that is because they view this as a very lucky kind of charmed energy that you bring, because we've got the talisman here and the sacred pool. So this is a very nurturing, very kind of loving spiritual connection that they don't want to release, but I feel like the current circumstances that are in their life, they're having to recalibrate in order to allow you to come in also. I'm also hearing marriage, so this person could be separated. It could be that they've been married before and they're trying to get their head around the fact that this could potentially develop and they want to make it right from the beginning moving forward. Okay, we've also got the compass here, okay, and the sad embrace. This person has been hurt before, all right? They do want to make sure that this is done right, but it's like they don't want to start something and then be like 3 minutes later, actually I've kind of can't do this emotionally. They want to make sure the timing is right here. Now this energy, I feel like if they're not talking to you, it wouldn't surprise me, because this person feels very insular. Just trying to pick up, I'm just trying to shut up a minute just so I can pick up on the energy, because very sensitive energy. I'm picking up a Pisces energy. If they don't have a very strong Pisces stellium or sun, moon, rising and or Venus, then it could be that you're going to hear something around the March-April time, or something is going to be very significant around the March-April time, because I keep picking up Pisces, 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 okay? Now, whatever this is here, because I also pulled the Dragon's Lair card, something hurt this person, okay? And I'm just hearing words hurt. Words hurt. So you could have at some point exchanged very harsh words with this person, okay? Because it's now making them question, can I do this? Can I have that kind of an interaction again? If I annoy them, are they going to do this to me again? They want something tender, okay? And it's not to say you're not tender, but I feel like they're questioning whether they are ready. That whatever the words that have been exchanged, they want to put that behind them and move forward, but they're concerned. Yeah, look. Okay, this person could also be in a current situation, because we've got Justice and the Ten of Pentacles here. So if they're not, then it could just be that they're weighing up their commitment issues, or weighing up what commitment means to them. Okay, again, this could also be karmic connection, but we've also got the Queen of Pentacles as well. So I feel like this person could actually be in a commitment that they're probably not happy with, because we've got the Dragon's Lair here. It's like, do they escape? Okay, so if this is not you that's had harsh words with them, it is the person they're with. I'm hearing vindictive. Okay, let's see, what are they going to do, please, Spirit? Yeah, they're going to speak to you. Okay, we've got the Ace of Swords here. They're gonna have that clarity, and they're going to want to move forward with you, because I'm hearing it's what they want. Okay, so we've got the Ace. No, we've got the Page of Pentacles. So this is a solid offer coming, but it could take some time. We've got the Three of hang on, is this? Yeah, the Three of Pentacles here as well, and then we've also got the Six of Swords. So it's like they could actually want to communicate their thoughts about the situation, about you, how they feel. I think that they probably will. I think that's what action they will be taking next, is communicate how unhappy they've been, to then strategize, Three of Pentacles, exactly how they're going to move forward with this in order to avoid the situation that they're currently in. I say avoid, move out of the situation they're currently in order to explore what it is with you that they have. What are they going to do next, please, Spirit? What are they going to do next? So, Page of Ariel, Three of Ariel. So again, Three of Pentacles is about essentially building something. It's about working together in union, in a partnership, in order to create something. I'm hearing creating something new. So you could have worked together in the past, all right? Yeah, and I'm getting the Queen of Pentacles again. If it's not you they work with, it could be that they actually currently work with the person they're in a relationship with or are married to. Okay, and if they're not in a relationship or are married to them, maybe you're married to them and you've had an argument over work. Okay, but this, the Six of, let's clarify, Six of Swords, please. What is the Six of Swords? I'm hearing the Six of Swords is that they're leaving. Whatever the situation has been that is causing them difficulty, they're leaving that, okay? And they are coming towards you, all right? They will be coming towards you. Yeah, look, okay? So this is a potential third-party situation, the Three of Michael, so it's causing them heartache, but this is something that they know they're going to have to move on with because they feel strongly towards you. Let me just clarify. What is the Three of Swords, please, Spirit? What is the Three of Swords? Okay, so again, we've got the Hanged Man here, perspective. So at this present moment in time, they are probably trying to gain new perspective on the situation. But again, we've got the Nine of Pentacles. Is this the Nine of Pentacles or Nine of Wands? No, this is the Nine of Wands. So there's a bit of a defensive energy about this. So again, it could be that they're coming forward in a bit of a defensive energy. I would say allow them, please, or allow them to have some space that they can gain perspective on this. But I'm just hearing that they are going to come out of this because, again, don't forget, we had the Six of Swords, which is about positive movement forward, coming out of that storm into more clearer waters, into more serene energy. I'm just hearing conflicted, and it's like they're trying to rebuild something that is, I'm hearing, dead in the water, but they don't want to acknowledge it, and they're a bit defensive about that. So if you do speak to them and sort of say, look, why aren't you making a move? They're not going to hear you because they're very defensive at the moment. They don't want to acknowledge that this is an inevitable. All right, this is actually inevitable. I know that sounds harsh. That situation is inevitable. What other insight can you give pile 3, please? What action will they take next? Wow. Okay, so again, we've got here, this is the Nine of Pentacles. This is about going into singledom. This is about stepping into their power, looking into what it is they really truly want, ascertaining their practical kind of arrangement so that they can move forward in terms of their true heart's desire. Because what is their true heart's desire? This is the Two of Cups, that they want to come forward, all right? They're moving away from that loss. We've got the Five of Cups here as well, where they're aware that they can't bring everything into this new stage with them, but they are going to come towards their Two of Cups. So with the Five of Cups, you can see in the traditional tarot deck, we've got the 3 that have fallen and the 2 that are still there, they're not acknowledging. They will acknowledge. So in answer to your question, what action will they take towards me? We need to give this a bit of time, but they are going to acknowledge that there is a solid connection with this. I just feel that they're a bit too in their head. They're a bit too kind of stuck on the past where they don't want to move forward and out of that energy of the Six of Swords. But they are currently reviewing and planning what their next moves are, because we had perspective, which is the Hanged Man. We had the Three of Pentacles, which is about building contracts, building relationships, building solid foundations, building structure, and then the Page of Pentacles, which is about a communicative offer. So this person will communicate, they are going to come forward and basically give an offer of some kind, but I feel like because it is a page and not a king, it's going to grow, and obviously once they've kind of shed whatever it is they need to, could be a commitment, could be a work commitment, could be family, something to do with that, third party of some sort, then they'll be able to come forward and offer you something that I'm hearing is worth your while, but it could take a while. This is not going to be an overnight thing. And don't forget the Piscean energy, which I heard around March, so it could be that they can't offer you anything solid until that point. All right, guys, so hopefully that's been of some assistance. If you do want to make a note of any sort of recommendations you have for bigger card videos you'd like to see, please do make a note in the comments section. I will certainly have a look and see if that's something that, you know, is worthwhile doing. If you do want to contact me, information is in the description box, my email address. Thank you so much for all your likes and subscriptions. It is massively appreciated. Hopefully this has been of some help to you. Wherever you are, day, night, morning, wherever you are, take good care of yourselves and see you later. Bye.